to bring us as we're off in Week 9. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And his first carry, he loses the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let them.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down, Oilers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd down. Flush to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The 27-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Number
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 3, Oilers 0.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
38-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 28. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
The score, Oilers 7, Falcons 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, You can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the bootleg. Miles. He'll buy some time right. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Steps away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
And he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Their own 13-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Number 26.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 11-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
They'll try to run this one in. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's brought down. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Miles. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to... a turnover there in the end zone.
2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Miles. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You can have the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 52 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, but now it's third and goal.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 3 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Matt Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On third down, Miles sliding out of the pocket. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Miles. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Number 87.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And we've got a timeout.
Right at the line of
9 seconds remaining.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 2-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by the defense.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for our visitors, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA